Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I have a cook with me video and I have a Filipino dish that I've been wanting to share with you guys and that you guys have been asking me for the recipe. And so this is a Filipino dish called beef nilaga and it's so delicious, and I'm showing you guys the ingredients right now. I bought a 3 pound chuck roast London broil, and I actually cut it up myself so it was cheaper. And I also have some garlic salt, and I have Himalayan salt and beef broth, and I also have some salt and pepper and some minced garlic and some fresh corn from Costco and some romaine lettuce. This is a whole head of romaine lettuce that I use, and some carrots. I think that's like a cup and a half, and one potato. So in a pot, we will be pouring some olive oil, and my pot is on medium to medium high, and then I will throw in my minced garlic in there, and that's about probably 4 or 5 cloves of garlic minced, and I will be mixing it until it is before it turns golden brown. All right, so the garlic smells so good, and I am going to be placing my 2 to 3 pounds of stew meat. In my case, I had that London broil. I chopped it up myself, but it's in the stew stew bite-sized pieces. And so I am just gonna mix this up until it is all there's no pink, until it's all brown, and that's gonna take about 5 to 10 minutes, and you guys will know when it's all pretty much cooked. And then I'm gonna add some garlic salt to season it, and you just season to taste. It's up to you guys how much garlic salt you would like, but I just sprinkle it all over, and then later on I will be tasting it and seeing if I need more salt in there. And I also add some pepper, and usually this dish calls for a seasoning called patis. It's the fish sauce, but I didn't have that, so I did not use that, and it was still delicious. So I'm just going to continue mixing the meat with the minced garlic and the seasoning, and then I'm going to cover it up for about 5 to 10 minutes and then come back to it and go check on the meat and how tender it is. And then I will be adding some beef broth. I just used this whole carton of the beef broth, and usually you could also use beef bouillon, the cubes, and that works, but I didn't have that. I only had the beef broth. Either way, they work really good. The beef broth actually is actually a healthier version because it's like less sodium. And yeah, so you just mix it up, and we will kind of simmer this on low heat for about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how tender you want the meat. And usually, you could even cook it until like 2 hours. So after about 2 hours of simmering in low heat, we added the carrots, and the soup actually reduced. So yeah, so I'm just gonna mix the carrots in there, and then we're gonna add a little bit more water since the soup reduced. So we're gonna add probably, that was probably 3 to 4 cups of water. And then so we're just gonna give it a stir until everything's all in there, the carrots. And then I will be adding my potatoes. And then this will actually cook for another probably 30 minutes. So that way the carrots and the potato can soften and cook in there. And then we have some corn on the cob that I will be placing in there. And I actually only use 4 of the regular size corn on a cob, and I cut it in threes. So that's why there's 12 tiny pieces of corn on the cob, which is good because if you eat a whole corn on the cob, it gets you super full with the meat and all the veggies and rice. So it's like a perfect serving. So everybody gets one or two corns if they want, and it's so good with the soup. So yeah, so we're going to be cooking this for about 30 minutes, and again, if you want to cook it longer, you totally can. And then I actually added a little bit more salt so that way it can get into the corn, and I mixed it up to mix in all the seasoning. So you're just going to continue to mix, and then you're going to simmer for 30 minutes. You're going to cover it up on low heat and simmer it. So this is how it looks after 30 minutes to 40 minutes on low heat, simmered, and it smells so good. The meat is super tender. And then I actually added lemon pepper to it. So if you guys have lemon pepper, just to have that lemony taste to it, it was so good. So I recommend, if you guys do have it, just sprinkle it to taste however much you want to add the lemon pepper, or if you have fresh lemon, maybe that's gonna be even more yummier. So just make sure that the lemon pepper is totally mixed in with the soup. And then you're going to go ahead and taste the soup, and this is where you make your adjustments as far as if you need more salt, if you need more pepper, if you need more lemon pepper. And yeah, so we're going to continue to cook it, and it's been simmering for at least total probably 2 to 2.5 hours. And then the last ingredient is you're going to be placing that whole head of romaine lettuce in there, and you're just gonna actually turn off the stove already, and then just cover the just cover the soup, and then the romaine lettuce is just gonna soften on its own, and it's gonna be all ready to go, and you're all done with the cooking process. All right, guys, so the beef nilaga is finally done, and it looks so good, and it smells amazing. And so we are ready to eat, and you eat it with some rice. So I'm going to show you guys when it's done, when I finish plating it. All right, guys, so the soup came out so delicious. We ate it with white rice, and the meat was just so tender. The corn was so juicy, and all the veggies were so, it was just like perfect. So if you guys make this recipe, please let me know down in the comment section. And thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, or any other cooking videos, or meal planning videos, please subscribe. I would really greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an amazing day. Bye.